Hey, what's going on guys, TurtyWurty here, and welcome back to another Minecraft modding tutorial for 1.12.2. In this video we are going to be going over custom fluids, so let's get straight into it. So inside of block init, you want to do public static final block, and I'm just going to create white water. So white underscore water underscore fluid is equal to a new block white water fluid, and in the parameters we have a few things. So first is the registry name, so we are going to put white underscore water. That's the registry name and the unlocalized name. Next we are going to put fluid init dot white underscore water underscore fluid, and finally we are going to put material dot, and here you can put either water or lava, but I'm going to put water. So that's that right there. So now we need to go ahead and actually create this block class. So inside of objects we want to create inside blocks we want to create a new package and call it dot fluids. Inside of here we want to create a new class and we want to call it block white water fluid. This needs to extend block fluid classic, just like that, and then we need to go ahead and create the constructor. In the parameters here we need to go put string name comma fluid comma material, and we want to go ahead and super off of fluid and material, just like that. Then you want to set the unlocalized name, and you want to go ahead and set the registry name, and then we don't want to set the creative tab because we don't want the fluid to be in the creative tab. Then we can do block init dot blocks dot add this. Then we can do item init dot items dot add new item block of this dot set registry name to this dot get registry name. Then we can go ahead and do get render type. Inside here we need to return enum block render type dot model. We're not going to do liquid because this is slightly different. Liquid is for dynamic liquids, which are a bit more complicated, and I might go over in a later tutorial. Now just go ahead and import that here. Now we have the error on fluid init, so let's go ahead and create this class inside of init, new class, and call it fluid init, just like that. In here we need to do public static final resource location. Oh no, I was just imagining that. Fluid equals, not equals, what, and we're going to call that white underscore water underscore fluid, and that equals a new fluid white water. In here we have a few parameters once again. So in the string we need to put white underscore water. Then we need to have a new resource location. Resource location of reference dot mod ID plus 2 colons. No, 2 speech marks and then a colon. Blocks / white underscore water underscore still. And we need to go ahead and create a few more. So we need to do a new resource location of reference dot mod ID plus 2 speech marks, colon, blocks / white underscore water underscore flow. And finally, we can do the overlay. So we can do comma new resource location of reference dot mod ID plus speech marks colon blocks / white underscore water underscore overlay, and just give that a save. So obviously we need to go ahead and import fluid, so just Control-Shift-O, and we have a few errors because obviously we haven't created this class yet. So yeah, next we need to create a new method and call it it needs to be public static void register fluids, and in here we need to put register fluid, and inside of this we put white underscore water underscore fluid. Now we need to go ahead and create this register fluid method, so we can put public static void register fluid, and the parameters put fluid. Inside of here you can put fluid registry dot register fluid, and then you can put fluid registry dot add bucket for fluid. Give that a save. Now we can go ahead and create this fluid class. So in fluids we can create a new class and call it fluid white water. Just go ahead and import that there. Now we have a few little things in here. So this needs to first extends fluid, and just import that. Then we need to go ahead and add the constructor, and in here we can put string name resource location still resource location flow, and this is optional, but you can have a resource location overlay. The overlay is basically what it looks like underwater. It doesn't work perfectly. It's a bit buggy basically. Then you want inside here super off of name still flow and overlay, actually, just like that. And then you want to do this dot unlocalized name, this dot set unlocalized name to name. Give that a save. In here you can do this dot and then you can have all these different things. So you can have color, density, is gaseous, luminosity, rarity, temperature, viscosity, get fill sound, get rarity, all these different things. And inside of fluid you can go ahead and you can find these things. So this is I believe a forge class. Yeah. Here it tells you what they all mean, but I'm just going to leave mine as default. You can go ahead and change yours if you want, but that is entirely up to you, of course. So what's the error here? Add arguments. What are those last arguments? Right, so we have the name, then we have one resource location. Oh, we haven't put a bracket on each of the end of these. Where have we put it on any of them? There we go. I messed up my brackets a bit. You always need to make sure you don't mess up your back brackets. This error, that should fix itself. There you go. Now we need to actually go into our render handler. If you don't have this class, it is all on my GitHub. So all my code is now on my GitHub, and that makes it easier for people who haven't watched past tutorials. So all you need in the render handler is public static void. Actually no, because we are creating a new method inside of here today. So first in here you want to put public static void register custom meshes and states. Now it doesn't actually matter what you call this method, you can call it anything, but it just makes more sense to have it as this, because it's called what it does. It registers the meshes and the states. It's not a difficult thing to understand. So in here you want to put model loader dot set custom mesh definition item dot get item from block of block init dot white water fluid. And for mesh definition you want to put a new item mesh definition, and that you should see that brings all this down. So we have a embedded method called get model location. If you don't have this, you can go inside of here and do get model location, and it's the exact same thing. Inside of this you want to return a new model resource location of reference .mod ID plus 2 speech marks colon white underscore water and comma fluid. Fluid needs to be in speech marks, just like that. In fact, that, yeah, that's fine. And you also, yeah, so you then want to do something slightly different. So below here, you want to put model loader dot set custom model custom state mapper. There it is. And you want to put block init dot white water fluid mapper. You want to put a new state mapper base, and once again it will do the same as last time. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how I get this up, I do that by pressing Control Space. And if you want to know how I import everything at once, that is Control and Shift and O, and you just have to press them at the same time, and it will do whichever one. So inside of here, you want to return a new model resource location again. In fact, it's the exact same as this one. There we go. And give that a save. So now you can close render handler, and I think we need to go ahead and register the render handler, if I remember correctly. Yes, we do. So go into your registry handler class, and inside of pre-init registries, I believe, yes, in pre-init registries, at the very top, so above the world generator, you need to go ahead and put fluid init dot register fluid. Now this should always be at the top. This is very important that it happens before the blocks register. That's a very important thing. And then below that, you need to have render handler dot register custom meshes and states, and that also needs to be second. So this always needs to be first, and this always needs to be second. Just so you are aware. And I think that is it for all of those classes, and I think we are now on to the JSONs, if I remember correctly. So just give that a save, close both of those, and we can push this up. If you're wondering why there's little like battery symbols, I believe that is because I have now uploaded my mod to GitHub, which I didn't have before, so I'm kind of stuck with these symbols. I don't know if I can turn them off, but it's not too big of a deal. So inside of block states, you just want to copy an existing one and name it your fluid name. So mine is white_water. Then inside of here, you want to get rid of everything, and we are going to have to type it out ourselves. So you want triangle bracket, and then tab in on the next line, have speech marks, and put forge_marker, and then colon 1, comma, and then below that you want to put speech marks, variance, make sure you spell variance right, which I have, luckily, and then triangle bracket, tab in, and two speech marks, fluid, colon, tab out, and then like that. So another triangle bracket, tab in again, and put in speech marks model, put colon, speech marks again, forge, colon, fluid, comma, and then on the line below put speech marks, and inside there put custom, colon, triangle bracket, speech marks, inside them put fluid, colon, and then two more speech marks, and put white_water, and then after that put triangle bracket, triangle bracket, triangle bracket, triangle bracket, just like that. This will be in the description if you are wondering. Well, it won't be in the description, but it will be in my GitHub, which is in the description. So then you can close that. Inside of lang, you want to go ahead and put now what was it is the question. Okay, we will do that in a second. So let's go ahead and do the block model first. So just copy an existing one, paste, and call it white_water. I don't know what just happened there. I think my screen just died for a second. Oh wait, no, not candy cane, because we already, that's different to all the other stuff. So just copy random block, I don't know, and white underscore water. I don't know what's up on my screen right now. You probably can't see it. Right, yeah. Why am I in the lang? Did I open the lang? I think I must have opened the lang. Right, inside of here, you want to just change random block to white underscore water underscore still, and give that a save. That's all you want to do. Now you can go ahead and do the lang. So below items, it doesn't actually matter where you put it, but I just put it at the top. You want to have a section called fluids, and you can go ahead and do fluid dot white, white underscore water is equal to white water. Give that a save. Then an item model, this is rather simple, so if we find, let's see, random block, and we will call it white underscore water. Open that up and change this to white underscore water. Close that and close all of that. In fact, you need to go ahead and put the textures in first. So if you want your liquid to be animated, you will need to have multiple textures like this, and you also need a MC meta file. As I say, these will all be in my GitHub below in the description. So I'm just going to put these in blocks. I think I put them in. Press OK, and we should now see, yep, all of these. Perfect. As you can see, they should update to GitHub in a second, or not, as the case may be. But yeah, so I think that's it, guys. So I'll run the game, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the game. That didn't work, and I know exactly why. The bucket didn't load into the game. The fluid was right, but the bucket didn't load it, and that is because in our main class or tutorial mod, we need to go below our tab here, and we need to put static, and open that up. In here we need to do fluid registry dot enable universal bucket, and that's it, and you can load back into the game. So I'll see you guys back in the game. Alright, so guys, you just got in the game, and here's the one from creative, but that's not the right one, so don't worry about that. That's not from creative, I mean that's one I /give myself. Let me just /give. So if we go into the miscellaneous tab and go to the bottom, we should see white water bucket right here, and if you place it down, we have white water. Isn't that amazing? I don't know if we can make an infinite water source with it. Let's see, shall we? If I go grab a bucket, we cannot, funnily enough. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to smash your face into that like button and subscribe. If you really enjoyed, please do be sure to share it, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.